Game of Thrones Season 7 in 3 minutes. Sort of. A quick recap of everything important from this season. Warning, spoilers. Arya takes Walder's face and all the other Frey in the castle die poisoned by their enemies. Cersei has a big map and teams up with Euron and his many ships. Sam gets a shitty job at the Citadel but finds out that there is dragonglass beneath Dragonstone and finds Jorah but sadistically cures him of his skin sunburn. Arya meets Ed Sheeran and is reunited with Hot Pie Azor Ahai, finds out home is safe and goes back to Winterfell. The Hound joins the Brotherhood and sees a mountain in the fire, not his brother, but the place near the wall where the army of the dead is. Daenerys finally gets to Westeros, touches the ground and gets in the castle to wash her hand. Melisandre tells Dany to meet up with Jon. Tyrion says he's a right proper lad and they should summon him. Sam's father joins Cersei and gets a promotion and Qyburn builds a Dragonslayer weapon. Tyrion plans the attack of Westeros. Grey Worm and Missandei have some good time together. Euron destroys the Greyjoy fleet, kidnaps Yara, Ellaria and her daughter for Cersei, and Theon starts to reek again and goes for a swim. Jon meets the dragons and Daenerys and her 100 titles versus his king in the North one. They measure their powers for a bit and Davos comes to the rescue, revealing quite a lot about Jon, and Dany is obsessed with everyone bending the knee. Euron delivers the gifts to Cersei. She promises they will marry once the war is over, and Euron asks Jaime for some sex advice. Cersei kills Tyene with poison like Myrcella died and gets Mycroft Holmes and the Iron back on their side again. Bran returns to Winterfell and tells Sansa he recorded her rape scene and it was great and scares Littlefinger. Grey Worm takes Castle Rock but Euron with his magic bombs ruin their ships and the real Lannister army attacks Highgarden to steal their money, and Jaime persuades Cersei that she shouldn't have Olenna die a tormentor's death and instead he poisons her. As the poison takes over her body, she confesses that she's the one who killed Joffrey. Arya gets home too, hugs Sansa and also gets killed by Bran. Jon is allowed to mine the Dragonglass, shows Daenerys the drawings he made in the cave to make her believe the army of the dead is real. The Dothraki, among with Drogon, attack the Lannister forces and burn all their shits. Bronn shoots Qyburn's weapon and hits Drogon. He falls down, but he took his vitamins. Jaime tries to kill Dany, but Bronn saves him from fire. The Lannister soldiers bend the knee except for Randall and Dickon, who get roasted. Jorah gets back to his queen. Sam is annoyed by the old farts at the Citadel, so he steals their books, drops out of college and gets out. Tyrion has a plan to unite everyone against the White Walkers by showing a white to Cersei. He goes and talks with Jaime and Davos finds Gendry. Cersei reveals that she is pregnant. Arya tries to spy on Littlefinger but he outplays her. The Hound and the Brotherhood join the Fellowship of the White and on they go beyond the wall. They keep going until a zombie bear attacks them, find a group of whites and capture one. The big army comes, so they tell Gendry to run real fast and get help from Daenerys. The Suicide Squad gets surrounded by the Night King's army. Thoros dies of cold, the Hound throws a rock and the fight begins. But have no fear, the dragons are here. They save the day but Jon needs more kills for an achievement and the Night King bets he can hit a flying dragon, so he kills Viserion. Jon tells them to fly, you fools. They leave and he gets rescued by No Time to Get on a Horse Benjen, and the Night King turns Viserion into his ice dragon. Jon metaphorically bends the knee to Dany on the boat. Everyone gets to the big meeting in King's Landing. The Hound prepares the Clegane Ball. Dany makes an entrance as always. They show Cersei the white and she pisses her pants. Euron says I'm out and Cersei agrees to their terms if Jon promises not to attack her after the Great War is over, but he can't do that. Tyrion convinces her to return and she tells them she will fight together the army of the dead. Theon gets a few hits in his non-existing balls and goes to rescue his sister. Sansa judges Littlefinger for his crimes and treason, and the best schemer in the game finally gets outplayed, and he would have gotten away with it too if it weren't for those meddling kids and their visions, and Arya kills him. Cersei reveals that she lied to Dany and Jon and that she won't help them, and Euron is actually going to get the Golden Company army from Essos, but Jaime is an honorable man and finally agrees that his sister is a cunt, so he leaves the fight like he promised. Sam gets back to Winterfell and together with Bran, we finally find out Jon's real name is Aegon Targaryen and that he is the heir to the throne. Him and Daenerys have their boat sex and the Night King gets to the wall with all his power and breaks it down using his zombie dragon. The wall's watch is ended, but until season 8, our watch begins. And that's it for the recap. I started this series as games in 3 minutes, but since this is basically a Game of Thrones and my favorite show, I guess it can get a free pass. Thanks for watching, subscribe or I'll kill you and turn you into a white, and I wish you good fortune in the wars to come.